everybody, it's Lisa from Fly and Go Farm. Today is the last part of our class on color harmonies and color principles. In previous lessons, we've covered the principles such as hue and value, saturation, and that kind of a thing. And then we've had two other classes on color harmonies, starting with monochromatic and analogous colors, going on to the different kinds of complementaries. So today is going to be the last part of that, and today we're going to look at triads, tetrads, and then sequences or progressions. These are a lot more complex, and it'll be interesting to have you look at your stashes to see just what kind of combinations you can come up with. As you can see from in back of me, we were at all of my yarn is not on the wall because we were at a fiber festival this weekend, and it's all still in the truck. So sorry about that. You don't get to see all of the beautiful yarn in back of me, but I have some nice color combinations to show you. So let's talk about triads first. What that means is that it is three colors that are equidistant on your color wheel. This is the color wheel that I originally told you about. It's called the Staedtler color wheel. And in the center here, it shows you the triads and the tetrads that we'll go over a little bit later. And basically, we talked a lot about these triads in the first class when we talked about primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. So if they're equidistant on the color wheel, you're going to have your red, blue, and yellow. I don't have any specifically yellow, but this is pretty close. Your red, blue, and yellow, just your primary colors. Those are going to be a tetradic combination. You would also have your green, orange, and purple, something similar to this. That's kind of pleasing. I kind of like that. You can also have, using your tertiary colors, like a red, orange, a yellow, green, and a blue, violet combination, or a red, violet, yellow, orange, and a blue, green combination. So there's 4 different ways that you could put those together. Now you really have to be careful about these tetrads because they are so far apart on the color wheel, they can be really distracting to your eye. If you don't use them in the right proportions, you can kind of gray out the look of your project from afar. They tend to be clashing, especially when you think about, let me just pull this one back up, the primary colors. That doesn't look like something that I would necessarily want to wear. So you really have to think about how you would put those together. You definitely would not put them all in equal amounts because I think that would be too clashing. And again, you don't want to have them all be the same values. You wouldn't want everything to be really bright, hot colors, and or conversely, you wouldn't want them all to be kind of low value kind of colors. You want to have enough excitement in there in your project, but you also want to avoid having something that just kind of clashes and doesn't look great. Okay, so those are tetrads. Show you this one again. I kind of like that one, but again, you probably wouldn't put these in equal amounts in your piece, but you might do some striping, and you might, put the purple in between your stripes or something like that. Kind of pretty. Tetrads, well, tetra means 4. So those are 4 colors that are equidistant on the color wheel. And actually what these are, it's 2 sets of complementary colors. So you would have your yellow and purple complement and maybe your red and green complement. Or you could have your orange blue complement and your purple yellow complement, and those would be tetradic colorways. Again, be careful about these. I have a couple examples to show you about that. This is pretty close. I'll show you. This is one of our resistance colorways, and so it's got some blue, some yellow, and some teal in here. And this one has the yellow, orange, and a little bit of red. So if you combine these two in a shawl, you would have a tetradic colorway. And that's kind of appealing again. You probably would not want to put equal amounts. You'd want to think about how the striping would go in your final project. Again, swatching, I know it's a dirty word, but swatching would really help you here to say, oh, I want a lot more of, you know, the blue and teal, and I just want like dashes of color from this just to kind of brighten and catch your eye and add some sparkle to your project. Here's another one. You have your purple, orange, and green in here. You got a couple different colors of the orange, yellow, orange, red violets, and some green and some yellow greens in here. And this, again, it's kind of pleasing. I kind of like it. It's really pretty. That would be something that would look really nice together in a finished piece. And finally, here is another one where I have the blue, the purple, I have some yellow and some orange. And these look kind of tweedy when you knit them up, so you would also have that light and dark kind of tweediness going with them. So those are tetrads. Be careful, swatch it up. The last one that we're going to talk about are called sequences or progressions, and I'm loving this now. It's my new favorite way to dye. I'm doing gradient sets this way. And basically what it is that you're taking two colors. In this case, I took a yellow and a blue. You're taking two colors, the yellow and the blue, and the middle three are various combinations of that same yellow and blue. So they all work together to make a gradient. They're all related to each other. So they make a very pleasing colorway. These kind of progressions and sequences are very calming on your eye as well. This one is a little bit more exciting because you have the yellow and the blue. The yellow really sets that off and gives some more sparkle. And the other set that I have here is called Berry Mash, and it's taking a purple and a cherry. I'll set these up here like this. So you have your cherry and you have your purple, and these colors in the middle are various combinations, you know, different saturations of each color on there. And again, that one, because the red violet and the blue violet are analogous colors, this is very pleasing and relaxing on your eye. This is the colorway that I use for my Radiant shawl that's available on available on Ravelry or also on our website. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me in this Color 911. We've gone over color principles, we've gone over color harmonies. And, you know, if you like what you see in these videos, press like, the little thumbs up, that would be great. You can also leave a review or a comment as well. I'd love to hear what your favorite color harmony is. I love split complementaries. I love these sequences. What do you like to use in your work? The next episodes that I'll be presenting to you is to take different patterns, my own or other designer patterns from Ravelry, and showing how to pick yarns and really make those colors pop. And so I hope you join me for those too. Until then, happy making.